Okay, let's have a look at challenge 3B. Challenge 3B is saying we need to get up close and personal with this challenge. Riding a mount will help immensely, because if you're playing offensively, you really want a mount. And we have to kill the enemy wizard with a magic sword. So that's what we're going to do. So the sword's right there, which is handy. But I think what we want to do is to get mounted up as quickly as possible, so that we can close the distance. And to that end, we're going to go up here. And I'm not going to cast anything this turn. I could maybe have cast well, casting a Fake Dwarf's kind of a waste of time, because it's so slow. It's never going to get into combat range. So now I've got enough mana points, I'm going to cast a real unicorn. I'm not going to mount it this turn because I don't need to, so I can move further if I move first. Okay, next turn I'm going to move up as far as I can. And now I can mount it, and so I've been moving my maximum amount of movement each turn. This is going to give the lion the first hit, and I don't really want it to hit my my unicorn, so I'm going to drop a Fake Dwarf in the way instead. So I'm seeing this as fairly disposable to a human opponent. That might kind of imply that it was an illusion, but I mean, dwarves are cheap anyway. And even if the AI guesses that the dwarf's fake, it's not going to kill my unicorn, so it's not the end of the world. And the reason I'm casting a fake again is to conserve mana points so that I don't cast my sword the next turn, because I need the sword to win. Unicorn's going to weaken the lion, then I'm going to use my sword to kill it, and my Fake Dwarf to block any further attacks on my unicorn. So the dwarf may die in the next turn, but that's not really the end of the world. That's what I cast it for. Yeah, down it goes. Rest easy, Fake Dwarf. Now, I can't really attack all of these rats at once. Oh, I can take out 2 of them though. So let's just do it. Like that. And I'm not going to be able to avoid being attacked this turn. So neither of these creatures can actually kill my unicorn, so I'm going to cast a cheeky Fake Pegasus. I have 41 mana points and it's at law plus 10, so it isn't a huge stretch. Even a dragon is somewhat plausible at this point. And worst case, my unicorn isn't going to die. So this is the important thing in situations like this. You always want to play to the worst case. The worst case, the Pegasus gets disbelieved. These guys attack my unicorn, but the unicorn won't die. So the eagle's attacking the Pegasus because it has lower defense. The rat can't get around to attack it, so it attacks the unicorn directly. I don't even know if I want to take the time to save my Fake Pegasus there. Let's... yeah, let's just kill the rat. And I feel like I should just advance again, because I've got loads of mana points. So let's do that. The Fake Pegasus has served its purpose. And we'll drop a real elephant down here to prevent the lion from attacking us, and hopefully I think prevent the dwarf from attacking us. Yeah, they have equal agility, so I'm pretty sure that means the dwarf will be engaged. That can take a swing at the eagle, which can attack us next turn, but it's not going to do a lot of damage, so I don't really care. Okay, so the real elephant's doing its job there by soaking up all these hits so that we don't have to. One thing to bear in mind about the dwarf, which I haven't mentioned earlier, is if the dwarf attacks the wizard, not the mount, but doesn't kill it, it will break one of the magical items that the wizard's carrying. So it will either strip off the shield, the sword, or the magic bow if you have these things. Let's get back on track with the attacking. So we need to get a route to the enemy wizard here. We can't kill the dwarf outright, so we'll weaken it with the unicorn. Finish it with a wizard. And use the Pegasus to suck up subsequent attacks. And I am wondering here if I am cheeky enough to cast a second fake Pegasus with lore at plus 14. So again, playing to the worst case, I think the lion and the eagle between them can kill my unicorn. Which means that the enemy wizard could then come down and punch my wizard and then bolt me, and we don't want that to happen. So I think what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to block those attacks with rats. So I can only take an uphill attack now from the eagle. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about these rats getting attacked. Good news is I have... I still haven't got... because I cast the rats, I haven't got enough to manage another of those. So everything's engaged to everything, so we're going to have to make some kills. So let's kill the eagle. We already had an attack. Can we finish off the lion? We can. Fantastic. That does actually give me enough mana points to cast another Pegasus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to circle around this line. If I move adjacent to it, that's the end of my movement. So we'll move the rat to here. We're going to attack with the unicorn. We must not kill the enemy wizard with the unicorn now, but I can see I'm not going to. And then next turn we can attack with the sword. And we're going to go with an adjacent Pegasus again. Now I can cast the Pegasus up here, but then the lion will be able to attack it directly. Whereas if I cast it down here, the lion will have to attack the unicorn instead, which has a higher defense. So it means the Pegasus down here will have to absorb less damage. It looks like the lion may have been engaged to the rat anyway. Okay, and we're done. So I attack with my wizard and win the game.